Hello and welcome to a Squadron 42 monthly report, as well as an update to Star Citizen's more general AI development. What have Cloud Imperium been working on over the last month, and what are they currently focused on for their single-player Star Citizen campaign now in July? Let's start with some AI-focused stuff. Early in the month, the AI content team was heavily involved in preparing a 4-day motion capture session. Some of the recorded assets have already been delivered, and they are currently being made functional for in-game use. They also expanded out the patron activities for the new shops that they're working on. Security guards and vendor activities and their related usable setups were also finished. The security guard became the primary use case for dynamic conversations, with 2 conversations that can be randomly selected by a civilian approaching the guard, reporting a crime, and asking for directions. They also completed a pass of the security guard's wild lines and began using the reputation system to influence the behavior logic flow. So in the future, if you've been a naughty boy, that security guard may react to you such, but if you've got really great reputation with a particular group, they might comment on that and go, "Oh, it's you, thanks for the work you did the other day." The vendor behavior was expanded to support NPCs collecting combinations of food and drink items from different usables and delivering them to a player as a single order. The AI designers further developed the Assidio com array, supporting the creation of several usables required for the mission story. For example, attack spot, search spot, rail lean, door opening iterations, console hacks, stair spots, and more. The next step is to implement them into the level, finish the cryopod interactions, and make use of the first reaction system to allow transitions from systemic behaviors to combat activity. The AI feature team worked on technology to allow the AI to identify and target subcomponents of other ships. The AI will retrieve the same type of information from the subcomponent as it does from the whole spaceship, including the amount of damage dealt. This new ability means that some existing combat behaviors need to be modified to consider this side of the spaceship that the target subcomponent is on. The team also implemented the chatty and quiet traits used in the spaceship dogfight behaviors that control how often a AI communicates in combat. This involved identifying non-critical combat wildlines and undertaking a trait check to see if they should be triggered. They worked on the technology and animations to control how NPCs react to stimuli when interacting with a usable. This technology is needed to bridge the gap between AI's usable and reaction behaviors and switching to sort of like where they're going to be walking to or moving to next, so they can go in and out of those behaviors at appropriate times. They also produced a prototype for the utility behavior that will allow AI agents to transfer cargo crates between areas. NPCs will identify loose crates, pick them up, and take them to an area and stack them. The next AI can take the stack crates and transfer them to another area as desired. They also have an eye on how this will integrate with vehicular cargo storage. The first version of the unmanned missile turret behavior was implemented. This has proven that all work done for spaceships is easily portable to multiple entities and will correctly handle any vehicle that wants to shoot missiles at a target. The AI tech team started the month working on planetary navigation. They also added functionality to allow NPCs to correctly move along paths defined by the designers. Work on 3D NPC navigation in EVA continued, with the team improving the collision avoidance system to support agents of different sizes. The rules were amended to allow smaller ships to try to avoid larger ones, and to allow large ships to not care as much about avoiding smaller ones. They also finished the first pass on the code to allow NPCs to control and move trolleys in a similar way to that of the player. Let's move on to more Squadron 42 focused tasks now. Animation. So the animation team progressed with player idle animations to ensure that they don't look like an inanimate mannequin when standing still. Development of zero-G movement continued along with the medpen, wake up, medbeds, player jumping, and the drunk locomotion set. The team began closing out character wildlines and improved seating poses in the mess hall for NPCs to make it look like a real cafeteria. The male hurt locomotion set was completed, with the team moving on to the female set. Juking assets for combat, assets for perception reactions from usables, and vandal combat locomotions are also being worked on. Character Trejo's outfit and helmet are in the final stages of modelling and will be ready for the tech artists to skin soon. Once complete, they will focus on Chapter 1, which includes major characters like Bishop, Wade, McLaren, and Mason. Environment art made significant strides towards planetary work, with the team preparing to focus on secondary points of interest. The interior of the Bengal is approaching completion as well. That massive sort of capital class carrier. The team made the main hangar feel more alive, lived in, and like there's a process to launching ships. Archon, and that giant mining station, received further interior and exterior work, while chapters 15 and 19 made great progress. Cinematics, a major focus was on a cutaway that introduces players to a remote mining outpost. As art is still in progress, the team built a previs blockout to inform how the scene will play out and how it should look and feel. A lot of animation polish was also completed. One key scene received an arms, hands and fingers contact pass to add significant impact to the character's interaction. Gameplay features added additional UI functionality to the firing range to give more detailed feedback to the player. A new task mode was added to allow the designers to script target selection for the player, meaning NPCs can share their targets with the player. Gameplay story, so the team there tested and documented new tech that should get trams and elevators working correctly in game. They also updated various scenes in the mess hall and supported design with their work on chapters 12, 13 and 14. Level design, the space and dogfight team continued with the AI buddy spaceflight behaviors that mostly relate to Oldman, Mark Hamill's character, which joins you in a lot of the game, or at least some of it. They also updated existing chapters with the additional functionality for radar, ping and scanning that came in the last quarter. Space-based stealth gameplay was built out too, meaning the player needs to be aware of their own emissions and cross-section to avoid being spotted. As always, the social design team implemented scenes for the various chapters for review and sign-off, which is now encompassing all FPS crossover scenes that could switch into combat at any time. Work continued on improving underlying tech for the star map and the UIs there, and they began investigating how the final version of the Mobiglass UI will look and move. The VFX artists continued updating Squadron 42's location effects to make use of the new lighting model, this month focusing on a flagship location being worked on by art and design for an internal milestone. Work also continued on the internal space of a key location that makes great use of gas cloud tech, and we know that Cloud Imperium are very much working on gas cloud tech at the moment as well to make it even better. Boom! That's it for Squadron 42's report today, and AI that's going to be used obviously over Squadron 42 and the Star Citizen Persistent Universe. But what do you think? Are you chomping at the bit for a Squadron 42 release date? I know I am. Do you think we will see something for the game at CitizenCon later this year? Some sort of trailer or something new? Or do you think it's going to be just Persistent Universe and Star Citizen focused? Do you think we will see much better AI in Star Citizen in the near future? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Hey, I heard you like VPNs. How about NordVPN then? It's got things like security and features, and we all know chicks dig VPNs. Oh my god, is that Nord? Well, yes. Yes, it is. Wink. Check out the links below to get discounts, or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Maybe it will align your chakras or something. Actually, let's read some testimonials. Ever since I got NordVPN, my life is good. I wish I'd got NordVPN sooner. I didn't get NordVPN and now I've got no hands. I'm sorry that I recorded this as an ads in. I apologise to my editor. I said I wouldn't go too wacky. That's not what's happened here. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for July it's for a Constellation Taurus with lifetime insurance and a Star Citizen game package. All you need to play! This long overdue, more cargo focused version of the Constellation is going to be flyable in July. It's basically a new ship. Woo! Sort of. To be in for a chance of winning that, comment on any of my videos made during July, and each video gives you another chance to win, but only one comment is counted per video. More details down below. Please also consider supporting the channel further via the YouTube join button, or via Patreon or donation or whatever. It all helps us make Star Citizen content. Great Star Citizen content, hopefully, or at least some Star Citizen content. Also, you should bother the bell and like and subscribe and all that sort of jazz as well. Thanks for watching.